Hi, from Taman Bandara Pusaka in Jakarta. Welcome to House News. The closure of the Strait of Hormuz amid escalating conflict in the Middle East has disrupted global oil and gas shipments, exposing Indonesia to serious energy risk, affecting national energy supply, distribution, and fuel prices. Therefore, Commission 12 invites collective efforts to maintain energy stability.
Chairperson of Commission 12 of the House Bambang Patijaya explained, based on reports from relevant institutions, Indonesia's national energy conditions remain safe, stable, and under control. He said oil and gas lifting targets are still achieved according to the planned schedule without major disruptions in productions. He also appreciated the government's efforts in maintaining the stability of subsidized fuel prices, ensuring energy remains affordable and well managed for the public. Furthermore, Bambang emphasized supervisions of fuel distributions will be strengthened by involving law enforcement officers and also by taking firm actions against irregularities, including prosecutions under corruption charges.
Lifting baik, bagus, nggak ada masalah, tetap sesuai dengan target daripada APBN. Kemudian juga kita mendapat laporan dari SKK BPH Migas, disampaikan oleh Kepala BPH Migas terkait dengan pengawasan distribusi BBM. Ini aman, clear, nggak ada masalah. Jika terjadi penyalahgunaan itu sudah ada tindakannya. Kemudian juga menghimbau kepada masyarakat untuk mendukung daripada di dalam konsumsi BBM ini jangan sampai terjadi penyalahgunaan dan agar tepat sasaran. Kemudian juga kami mendapat laporan terkait dengan pengawasan juga mengikut sertakan kepolisian.
In addition, member of Commission 12 of the House Rohmat Ardian added, to maintain energy stability, government must strengthen storage infrastructure capacity, diverse supply sources, and prepare risk mitigation measures. He encourages the public to work together in using energy more carefully and not wasting available resources, especially in daily consumption, such as fuel and electricity. Energy efficiency is very important for Indonesia because it helps the country stay stable and resilient while facing current global geopolitical challenges.
Saya mengajak pada seluruh masyarakat tenang, ya. Pemerintah, Pertamina bekerja keras, DPR RI bekerja keras supaya mengamankan stok nasional. Mari kita berhemat, ya, menggunakan LPG dengan cara yang bijaksana. Kita berhemat menggunakan mobil pakai solar atau petrolite dengan cara yang bijaksana.
TVR Parliament Report.
Commission 9 urged the government to immediately take the mitigation measure to protect Indonesian migrant workers in conflict areas, especially in the Middle East, where thousands of Indonesian migrant workers are currently located in countries still impacted by the conflict.
Vice Chairperson of Commission 9 of the House Putih Sari emphasized mitigation measures for Indonesian migrant workers are needed to keep workers safe and secure. The government may also consider temporarily suspending the placement of workers to high-risk conflict zones. The Ministry of Manpower reports around 20,000 Indonesian migrant workers are still in the Middle East, including in areas bordering conflict zones. Over the past 2 months, the government recorded 86 reports involving Indonesian migrant workers in border areas of Iran. Therefore, Putih Sari encouraged the Ministry for the Protection of Indonesian Migrant Workers or P2MI to strengthen coordinations with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as well as Indonesian representatives abroad to ensure the safety and protections of Indonesian migrant workers.
Ya, itu jadi salah satu rekomendasi ya. Kalau memang dan ini kan sepertinya juga menjadi satu kebijakan ya. Kalau memang situasinya membahayakan, tentu kita juga nggak akan mengizinkan gitu ya pengiriman ke luar negeri. Tidak hanya itu, kalau memang perlindungannya lemah ya terhadap sistem kerja pekerja migran kita, hari ini kan juga masih ada moratorium gitu.
Furthermore, member of Commission 9 of the House Nuroji stated, potential conflict escalation must be anticipated through strong coordinations between ministries and relevant agencies. He demands synergy between P2MI, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Indonesian's National Armed Forces in evacuating migrant workers to safer areas if the situation worsens. On the other hand, Nuroji appreciated the ministry efforts to support Indonesian migrant workers by providing online psychological assistance for workers who are experiencing stress, fear, and emotional pressures due to the ongoing conflict.
Ini penting sekali dari sekarang dimitigasi, ya, diikuti terus perkembangan situasinya, contingency plan-nya gimana kalau terjadi eskalasi konflik yang meningkat, koordinasi antar lembaga, tadi antar kementerian, TNI, mungkin juga dilibatkan juga untuk pemulangan dan perlindungannya Kemenlu, dan pasti Kementerian P2MI ini pasti nggak bisa sendiri pastinya ya, masih melibatkan dutaan besar dan lain-lain.
In addition, Nuroji pointed out the number of undocumented migrant workers remains high due to weak supervisions and law enforcement against certain placement agencies. Thus, he asked the government to evaluate their recruitment and placement stages to ensure they comply with existing regulations. TV Parliament report.
Commission 3 urges stronger coordination between law enforcement, National Narcotics Agency, and correctional institutions to fight drug trafficking in Indonesia as drug abuse continues to threaten the younger generation.
During a specific working visit to monitor the implementations of the new Criminal Code and Criminal Procedure Code, member of Commission 3 of the House Habib Abu Bakar Al-Habsyi warned drug trafficking in Bali has developed into an organized and structured network resembling a modern business system with multi-level scheme distributions method. As a result, drug trafficking has become more widespread and harder to control due to large profit generated from the illegal trade. Additionally, Al-Habsyi emphasized coordinations across institutions to combat modern drug networks supported by concrete measures to break distribution chains and strengthen oversight within correctional facilities. Drug trafficking has expanded across all regions in Indonesia and affects all segments of society regardless of social status. Drug abuse is considered a major national threat because it mainly targets the younger generations.
Badan Narkotika Nasional ini yang paling berat nih. Kita jangan nganggap enteng dalam masalah narkotika. Ya. Ini kita harus lawan, ya, kita harus lawan. Dan di Bali 80% narkotika bermain. Ya, jangan main-main. Bali itu salah satu sentral juga. Tapi tadi BNP ada satu katanya di satu wilayah. Saya lagi minta laporannya. Saya mau dilaporkan jadi percontohan, ya. Nah, penanganan nomor 3 yang memerlukan pendekatan khusus dalam kerangka hukum acara terbaru. Jadi ketiga lembaga ini harus mengerti bagaimana menyesuaikan KUHAP yang baru yang sangat humanis. Nah, gitu. Rapat kerja juga dilakukan untuk membedah dinamika implementasi yang terjadi di lapangan. Jadi intinya kami ingin KUHAP ini berjalan dengan baik dan dipahami oleh para pejabat-pejabat di Kapolres, Kajari, dan BNP di bawah. Perang dengan narkoba di Bali, sebuah fakta dan kenyataan yang harus dilakukan.
Meanwhile, member of Commission 3 of the House Tauku Ibrahim highlighted the implementations of the new Criminal Code and the Criminal Procedure Code to strengthen narcotics enforcement. He mentioned Aceh, which is located in strategic positions, as an entry point for international drug trafficking. Needs more than conventional enforcement approaches in combating the drug trafficking in this area. He pointed out the new criminal code provides stronger deterrent effect, including against organized crime actors. This law also accelerates law enforcement processes without compromising the principle of justice.
Begitu juga dengan BNN Aceh. Bapak Jenderal Dedi juga luar biasa. Beberapa bulan menetap di Aceh, beliau sangat peduli tentang rusaknya generasi muda Aceh dengan narkoba. Beliau dalam 2 bulan terakhir ini bisa menggagalkan penyelundupan narkoba, sabu, jenis sabu 100 kilo dan 60 kilo. Luar biasa. Mudah-mudahan ke depan sinergitas ini antara Kapolda, Kajati, pemerintah Aceh, dan seluruhnya penyelenggara yang ada di Aceh, insya Allah Aceh akan lebih baik ke depan. Saya yakin di bawah kepemimpinan beliau akan mengurangi pemasok ataupun peredaran narkoba dari Aceh. Beliau bekerja ekstra keras siang dan malam. Mudah-mudahan di bawah pimpinan beliau narkoba di Aceh, baik peredaran ataupun yang masuk dari luar, bisa beliau atasi.
Furthermore, Ibrahim urges stricter control of Indonesia's borders and sea lanes as an intensive step to prevent drug trafficking, along with maximizing collaborations among relevant authorities, such as the police, Indonesian Navy, Customs, and the Maritime Security Agency or Bakamla. TV Parliament Report.
You still have information from draft bill on One Data Indonesia. After the break, only on House News. The Legislative Committee continues to promote the One Data Indonesia bill as part of its legislative initiative. The bill is to address inconsistencies in data across institutions, improve the digital governance, and provide accurate and reliable data for national policymaking.
Member of the Legislative Committee Firman Subagio suggested establishing an authoritative body to manage public data to prevent overlap and duplications across institutions. The system would support the accurate, integrated, transparent, and easily accessible data, which could strengthen coordinations and improve the quality of policy making.
Oleh karena itu, dalam pembahasan ini sudah mulai mengerucut bahwa pentingnya dibentuk badan satu data nasional. Itu nanti bisa dirangkap oleh Menteri Bappenas atau tersendiri nanti tergantung bagaimana kebijakan pemerintah. Namun tadi dalam pembahasan itu memang ada bagaimana cara mengolah data atau kemudian bagaimana terhadap masalah penghimpunan data. Nah, antara mengkolek dan menghimpun ini memang ada perbedaan. Mengkolek itu adalah mengumpulkan, itu adalah mengumpulkan dokumen-dokumen fisik, tapi kalau penghimpunan itu adalah mengolahnya dan kemudian mengkompilasi dengan sistem, dan kemudian ada yang krusial tadi adalah pemanfaatan.
In a coordination meeting with government officials, academics, and community representatives, the Legislative Committee focused on making the One Data Indonesia bill more comprehensive and applicable as a foundation for national data governance. The meeting is an initial step in shaping strategic policies, putting data as a public asset and a key tool for more targeted, efficient, sustainable, and impactful development. Hilman and Koko, TV Parliament Report.
High rainfall in several regions in Indonesia threat road infrastructure and the surrounding environment. Therefore, Commission 5 reminds mitigation efforts should address the root cause of the problem, not only reactive response.
During a working meeting with the Ministry of Public Works, member of Commission 5 of the House Musa Rajeksah asked the government to focus not only on infrastructure repairs during specific periods, such as the Eid homecoming season and long holidays, but also apply more intensive and comprehensive planning from the beginning. Rajeksah emphasized road drainage systems, including ditches and retaining walls, must be properly constructed and well maintained. In addition to remove accumulated sediment and prevent recurring floods, government must conduct post-flood river dredging, as well as strengthening river normalization efforts which remain inadequate in several areas.
Jalan juga dinding penahan retaining wall di pinggir-pinggir jalan itu benar-benar diperhatikan. Kedua juga tak kalah pentingnya pasca banjir kemarin itu sedimen sungai itu kan naik. Sampai sekarang belum ada pekerjaan yang pengerukan sungai itu secara masif. Ini akan masuk lagi bulan 5 dari BMKG saya melihat curah hujan tinggi akan bergeser ke Sumatera dari Jawa. Dan kemungkinan besar akan terjadi banjir. Kalau ini tidak dikerjakan juga, percuma nanti yang sudah dikerjakan ini akan tertutup lumpur lagi.
Through measurable and sustainable mitigations efforts, Musa Rajeksa hopes these measures can protect public safety, especially road users and communities, and ensure the effective use of the state budget. Dodi, TV of Parliament reports.
And that's our house news for today. Bye-bye.